on a deer and bear hunt. This is not like waiting for a certain size deer, waiting for a certain size bear, like 3-inch spikes coming in here. But there's like Forkies and some other bucks that are just a little bit bigger. Legal animals are in trouble.
So it's September 20th. My daughter and I are here, and we have bear tags in north central Wisconsin, and we've hunted some stuff together. Like what?
Deer and turkeys.
And how many deer and turkeys have you killed?
2 and 3.
But this is a pretty new experience, and we have a couple properties here to hunt that I've been baiting for, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks now, and we had an awesome thing going. We were pretty hopeful, and then one of the neighboring farmers put in a complaint about crop damage on his field over here, so they brought in USDA trappers, 7 traps within 2 miles of here, and I don't know how many bears they took out total, but they took out 14 in the first week. We had probably 4 or 5 really good boars coming in real consistently, and now it is just dead. And so we're just hoping we're gonna carry back a bucket here and freshen this bait site up, and I've got some liquid smoke to spray around just to see if we can pick up a bear here at some point. And we're gonna go deer hunting tonight, but we're gonna stop at another property I've got on the way, freshen a bait site, and just cross our fingers. This is why I put up 2 cameras on here. Put up a cell camera. I had a little bear cub knock it down earlier this year, a couple weeks ago. So I put a backup camera because they get so curious, and you come in here and you're touching bait, and if you touch your camera, they're gonna just swat it off the tree, or they get real curious. And looking at this, you have to cover the bait site up with logs here. And it looks like something moved the logs off and ate all the bait, but I haven't got any pictures of bears. So that makes me curious. The thing that I love the most about bear hunting is just setting the traps, picking sites, hauling in the bait, waiting on the cameras to show something. It's all fun. It's so different from deer hunting, where you really don't want your presence known. The goal with baiting bears is to establish a spot that Yogi will find real quickly, and then hopefully decide that it's a buffet he will want to visit often in the daylight.
There's a bear right there.
Yes. I told you.
I mean, that was like today. Wow. Swap this card out. Let me see what we're working with here.
Okay.
He was here right before we got here. Oh shit, 2:40 he came in today.
What time is it?
We probably got here 15 minutes after that bear. So we're hunting this bear tomorrow.
Good.
How's that feel?
Good.
So this is our first night on this hunt. This was originally supposed to be a bear hunt, but it's been person who doesn't really trophy hunt a lot, there's a little tiny spike, like 3-inch spikes coming in here. But there's like 4 keys and some other bucks that are just a little bit bigger, and I don't know why, but I don't want her to shoot that spike.
I want to shoot this.
But she wants to shoot it, so she can shoot it. I don't know, we're gonna sit here and bake in this blind for 3 hours till something shows up, probably. Guess what, dude?
What, dude?
Let's do it, because there's a buck coming.
What? Is it the deer?
Can you hear him?
I literally hear crickets right
I don't know if you did this or not, but I'm like kind of a deer hunting expert. Top of my glass. I'm breathing some rarefied air here, Lila. I'm a pretty special guy.
now. Special guys don't brag about themselves.
The special guy does.
And you're not special.
That's how special I am.
No. Do you remember when you were like, I love it when you just hear a stick crack and then a deer comes out while we were fishing, and on the island next to us we heard a stick crack and we both looked over and a deer came out.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
After sitting for a couple hours, things went from dull and unexciting to all hands on deck as we caught a glimpse of a familiar looking deer headed our way.
He's looking at us.
Can't see it.
He's looking
Tell me, why don't you take it out?
Take it off. Okay, you can shoot him whenever. Smoked him. You real
It looked perfect from mine.
Holy
He just stood so perfectly.
Yeah, you smoked him, honey.
Do you think he's dead?
I think so. I think it went right into his heart.
Can I go blood trail him?
Well, let's just give it a little bit here.
Oh, I don't want to.
Shh. Good shot, honey.
Thanks. He was standing right here.
Lila. She wants to blood trail so bad because I always find the deer and then I mess with her. I just want to do it right.
I'm just gonna check on this. He's here! We found him!
Holy crap. That was a freaking roller coaster.
I'm happy.
Good job, me
He's so tiny.
So that was like an emotional roller coaster. But I set out on this with one headlamp and my phone because I'm like, he's gonna be right there. And then you get to a point where you're like, I don't have blood anymore, you're circling. When they start doing this kind of thinking and there's blood splotches there and then they move over here and they stop, you're like, this is just not feeling very well. pretty tough girl now. Oh yeah, there he goes. Well, you know, by next week we'll have him out.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. You want to cut from the inside out always.
How much pounds of meat is he?
This little guy, 30.
Hey, 30? That's a lot. What do you do with the exit point?
What I like to do with this is just see, did it break a rib?
Did it?
See, I like to see how my stuff performs. So,
Did it
like
break
we
a
know
rib?
it went through over here. Did it break a rib over here? Did it break a rib over here? So we'll see here. So you missed a rib there. See the lines of ribs right here? See, actually went right between them.
Seriously?
Well,
Did I get a rib on the other side?
I won't know that for a little while yet. I like to try to piece this out first and then do the shoulder.
Oh.
So can you come over here and hold it?
Which leg?
So the first thing we do is cut this big roast off here, which starts right at the knee. You just come in right there, and then just follow this bone all the way down and peel it off. I like to follow this line right here. All these muscles like weirdly work to come apart for you if you know how to follow them. I didn't shoot this one. Why am I doing all the butchering? I should be in there drinking coffee and sleeping.
That one's hairy. Because you're the dad.
Oh.
When I was Lila's age, I hated helping my dad butcher deer, but I did it to be a part of the overall process. But now I view it as something else entirely. The meat has become something that I take great pride in, and there's a real feeling of accomplishment when we break one down into meal-sized packages. Now, butchering isn't my favorite part of whitetail hunting, but I have grown to love it, and I hope my daughters follow a similar path. This weighs pretty heavily on my mind as we layer the last packages of venison into the freezer and turn our attention to bear hunting, which, given the forecast and the low level of activity at the bait sites, is not likely to go as easily as the deer portion of this hunt.
September 22nd. This is our first bear hunt of the season. Put a lot of time and a lot of work into this, and we've had some real bad luck with some bears getting trapped out and things like that. But we have a chance tonight. You think?
Yeah.
What do you think our odds are?
99.1%.
Holy crap. I'm gonna say like 8, but we'll be in the middle and say there's a 14% chance a bear comes out. It's been so inconsistent, but we did have a bear in here yesterday, and I think with this wind they're gonna swing in and scent check it. We got a bunch of rain coming in the next couple of days, so maybe they'll be out feeding today. You'll be sleeping, I'll be hunting.
I don't want to sleep the week away. It's bad. It's very bad. It's a 90% chance of rain tomorrow, which is not good bear weather, is it?
We have really bad luck with bears. I have really bad luck with bears.
Do you think we even have a chance tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
feeling like a little bit like a caged lion today. You know, absolutely pouring rain this morning, and you know, raining all day. It's kind of just drizzling now, but I need to do something, so I'm gonna run down and grab a camera, a couple of ozonics units I left in a blind, just look around a little bit. Left my daughter back at the cabin. She didn't really want to go out and get wet today, which I don't blame her for, but it's just like it's a weird thing for me, you know, parenting two 11-year-old girls, because when I was their age, I mean, you couldn't keep me out of the woods, you know, and I think a lot of people have that experience, and my daughters like this stuff, but there's like certain parts they like and certain parts they don't. You know, they're never like, hey Dad, can we go scout deer? Or, you know, scout bears or whatever. Like they like to hunt. So I find myself sort of behind the scenes doing all this grunt work, and I'm feeling it a little bit today. And I fight this little battle where I'm like, I want them to have success so bad. Like I put so much pressure on myself to do it, but they don't care that much, and I don't want to make it so easy that they take it for granted that they can just show up and kill something. And so I'm like always kind of like, okay, we got to go scout, we got to put in some work in the summer, we got to get bit by some deer flies and mosquitoes, and just put in some effort so they appreciate the process a little bit. But it's like you kind of always feel like you're just not the right balance, like you're doing too much for them or not enough, and it's like a little bit of a never-ending struggle.
Bears just seem to be a bluebird skies and sunny weather type of critter. Rain, especially heavy rain, seems to just kill their movement. But with limited time, it doesn't really matter to us because we have to go no matter what, even though we know the odds are really low.
Last day of this rough bear hunt / deer hunt we've been doing. The one thing I didn't want was lots of rain, and it's just been pouring almost the whole trip. Makes it pretty tough for bears. Having the DNR come in and trap a whole bunch of bears out of my best spot really changed the arc of this season. I thought it would be maybe a couple day hunt. She would kill one and I would kill one. They took out all those bears, and it's like literally the animals you were hunting were here this week are just gone. They're 25 miles away getting hunted by hound hunters up in the national forest. There's nothing you can do about it.
I thought bear hunting would be like a lot more exciting than this, but it's not, and it's raining, and there's nothing happening at all, and there's no bears coming in, and there was nothing happening whatsoever except for one girl. That was our excitement.
So we wrapped it up. Favorite part about a combination bear and deer hunting trip to the Northwoods of Wisconsin?
Shooting a spike.
Your favorite part of all of it was shooting that spike?
Yes,
that
of
poor
course.
spike.
He was a year old, a year and a half.
Yeah, okay. That was your favorite part?
Well, duh.
Second favorite part?
Oh, going to the cafe,
Going to the cafe and getting pie? All right. Celebratory pie for shooting a spike?
Yeah.
I can live with that. It was pretty tough. The weather finally broke as we have to drive home and go back to work and school. This is a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
Should we go bear hunting again? You think so?
I
Like
want a
soon?
bear. Yeah.
All right. I think we should call it. I think we should go. Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready to make that drive?
No, I just wish we could teleport there.
Yeah, we can't. Let's go.
Thanks for taking me.
You're welcome, honey.
Hunting with my daughters has changed me. I don't know how to say it any other way than I just don't care about hunting for myself very much anymore.
That's so mean.
I just want to be in the places I love with them, chasing whatever, whenever we can. And if that takes more bear tags to keep it going, I'm all in. If it has to be spike bucks in the big woods, so be it. There is always the feeling that this might not last forever, as is so often the case with fathers and daughters in hunting. But I'll be damned if I'm going to do anything other than to try to make it so they just keep asking for more time in the woods with me.